I apologize ahead of time for the horrendous view. Just wanted to do a little bit of, I guess, to touch base. Just got back from Tennessee a couple days ago, and unfortunately, didn't really have the funds to stop at Smoky Mountain Knife Works to pick a knife out in Tennessee. But then I was thinking yesterday, well, what better way than get like a Tennessee company? I'm sure there's Tennessee companies, I know there are, that are American made knives. But so let's start with this. I really like this knife, this case knife I got right before I left, 1979. As you guys know, if you watch my videos, I like trappers, but it's got really good walk and talk on these copperheads, especially the 79. I would argue their fit and finish was better back then. I usually do not let those snap. I did that for the benefit of anyone watching. They're very snappy. My newer copperhead, the one that cost me more, well, actually about the same, because eBay is eBay. If you know, you know. This camera's gonna slide all over on me now. But anyway, I was thinking, for the fit and finish, and I did order an Appalachian Jack. Just letting you know now, it'll be here in a few days. I'll do a unboxing of that. I wanted to do a surprise, but I don't have enough viewers to really do all that. If I was big, like Big Red ADC, Slip Joint Sawyer, those guys, if I ever got that big, yeah, I'd do things like that because I'd have enough content to build up to that or whatever. Mine is just mainly me talking and my opinions. So I started becoming like a case fanatic. And then I got to thinking, why overlook an American company like Rosecraft? Because this is where my journey started, especially being from Tennessee. The company, and naming the knives after the river, waterways, creeks, the Appalachian Mountains, the Smokies. That's what the Smokies are, Appalachian Mountains, Appalachian Jack. I thought, why overlook them anymore? Why? I mean, for fit and finish, they're very comparable to GEC. I've seen GECs having troubles too. Nothing's perfect, but that's about as close as you come. The snap on this is a tad better than the 79 Copperhead even. Now, some of his other patterns, like the Lusahatchee, that thing has a walk and talk from I don't know where. It's just so snappy, like, I don't know. All I know is that once I get the Appalachian, I'll let you know my thoughts for sure, because it's going to be a nicer handle than this micarta here. This is just happened to be one of my most carried Rosecrafts that I carried when I was carrying Rosecraft. So today all I'm carrying is the mini trapper in my bib pocket, chest bib pocket, and this in my right pocket. The reason why I'm going to continue always carrying this is just because it was made the year I was born, 1979. Really good fit and finish for that year, obviously. I mean, that's stag, so you're going to have gaps here and there in the handles. Some may not, but that one just happens to have it, and it doesn't really bother me. Apologize for that. That's the other person that drives this truck, a Knights lighter, and I had this steering wheel adjusted to where it wasn't doing this sliding, but if anybody's drove a semi truck, you'll know that I don't think there's any such thing as a perfect spot on a steering wheel to set a phone, and it's just going to continue sliding. It's almost worse than it was when in the vertical position. Anyway, this is the overall creek. their version of the Sod Buster. This always reminds me of a paring knife, like the shape of it. Andy does a great job at his designs, guys. I would say ignore the Chinese thing because these run the same price, if not cheaper, than Case, and this is the D2, but now has gone to 14C 28N steel, which I wouldn't say is like far superior, but it is better than True Sharp, which this one is. And then you got GEC. People are paying, oh man, second market 200 up for them, and I think they start at that too sometimes. I don't know. That's $10.95, so Andy's steel is better than that even, and the fit and finish is very similar. The only thing I know, like that traditional brass liner look, and I know that's probably what gets Case a lot of flack, a lot of gapping, is that's a lot more to pieces to put together. This is integral. Not so much this one, obviously, as his other ones that have bolsters, because this is a lot like the Case. Like he probably could have put some brass liner, the brass on the outside of that spring on these, and had a very handsome looking blade, and maybe he will in the future. And I also know there was talk of him going to Tennessee, building a workshop there, and I believe he will. I believe he hasn't given up on that, but I don't know. I haven't followed him like I should be because I got into that Case, and I'm sure many people get what I'm getting at. Like once you get something new, you kind of like, oh my, and you kind of go all head over heels for it. I still will always buy Case, the patterns I want, because no one does bone like Case in my opinion. And again, we'll see. I know Andy's starting to round his off from all the reviews I've seen, and that's what made me pull the trigger on the Appalachian Jack, was people were saying it was rounded off more, and I already rounded the micarta off myself. Probably can tell if you looked really close, because I'm not by any means a professional. But anyway, I just figured this was something I wanted to let you guys know. Don't sleep on Rosecraft. I think they're a great company. I know there was like a rattle to some of these. This one not so much. My Lusahatchee has it if I go side to side, but so far Baxter's blades, he put some oil in there and seems to have worked. So I guess that's about it, guys. And now I really had that thing going crazy. It really was confused on what to focus on. But anyway, thanks for watching. For the few that watch, I appreciate you. I don't do this for money, obviously, because I would not be anywhere. That's why I'm in my truck. I have to, like many of the reviewers, I'm sure they work full-time jobs too. Not to say they don't, but I don't make money on this, guys. I just do it so you guys know what's out there, and maybe get you to try something new, or have a different outlook on things, or maybe you just want a good tool. And I would say definitely try Rosecraft if you're just looking for a user. Again, thanks for watching.